come up with time and fill it with this blah, 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 blah for 2 hours. Shout out to Matt Kellerman. Shout out to all the boys there at HBO trying to get that done, because that's not an easy job, man. That was a nightmare. But also, when you have an undercard of that degree and you know most guys are outclassed in that, the undercard was designed for this. Lemieux O'Sullivan, someone's going to fucking sleep. We know this. That young, who's the homeboy co-main event? They're building up like a motherfucker. He's a monster.
Not Chocolatito, right?
No, Chocolatito's first one. Fucking storched, homeboy. Remember, Chocolatito was pound for pound number one in a lot of people's eyes before Lomachenko came along, and then he lost 2. He got starched by that Thai fella. No, homeboy, he's a fucking poster boy for them. Where's he at?
Jamie Munguia?
Munguia, yeah.
Brandon Cook.
So he was minus 5,000 favorite. Minus 5,000. Chocolatito minus 1,200. Then David Lemieux was supposed to be a close fight, but with those guys fighting style, you knew it was going to go past the first or second round. So you have a minus 5,000 in your co-main event. You have David Lemieux versus Gary O'Sullivan before that, which you know they bite down and knock each other out. Then you have, I think they were banking on Chocolatito going 12 rounds. That's what they're banking on. Chocolatito said, I don't think so. I lost 2 in a row. I'm going to fucking starch this dude. That's what he did. Those guys feeling 2 hours, man, of just free time. They're like, oh shit, what are we going to do? David Lemieux might have knockout of the year. That was vicious. Vicious. Great undercard, though. However, it was ruined by the 2-hour delay of complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. So here's how I scored the fight. So I'm just looking at it now. These lights are fucking my eyes so bad. I have like a prism in my right eye from it. They're never this bright.
I have one question for fight fans all over the world. Okay, this was also discussed on the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, and the lovely Angela Yee, the Triple G, and Canelo too. I want to know one thing. How does Canelo feel about all of this? Especially the first fight. He knows he lost it. His team knows he lost it. If you watch the 24/7 episodes of, I think it's 24/7, where they follow Canelo and Golovkin, Canelo's trainers are so touched by the first outcome of the fight that they're the ones that started insulting Gennady. Gennady wasn't necessarily insulting Canelo. He was just reinforcing the fact that he won that fight, right? He was reinforcing the fact that they stole that fight from him, just like they stole the decision from him here. Now, I'm not stating that he won the second fight. The second fight, wholeheartedly, as honestly as I can be, that was a draw. That was easily a draw. Why? It was hard to pick a winner, man. Triple G had way more punches than Canelo, but Canelo's pressure dictated the whole energy of the fight. It's like finding a clone of Cain Velasquez and getting him to fight, getting the original Cain Velasquez to fight the clone. That's going to be a very, very tough fight for both men. It's like getting Daniel Cormier to fight Cain Velasquez. They're literally the same fighter, man. It's not going to be easy for either man. To just chalk up Triple G's performance to a loss and Canelo's performance to a win, I don't think you're doing the first fight a disservice, in my opinion.
First round, just due to the jabs, the output, even though Canelo's going forward, I give it to Triple G. Second round, Canelo started to land some bigger shots, even though he got out-jabbed. He was landing hooks and body shots. I gave it to Canelo. Third round, again, body shots. He's starting to take over more, being the aggressor, even though he's getting out-jabbed. And I started these rounds. This is a round where if you're a huge Canelo fan, you give it to Canelo. If you're a big Triple G fan, you give it to Triple G. So third round, toss-up, but I ended up giving it to Canelo. Fourth round, that's when Triple G starts to kind of plant his feet. He's still running around a lot, even though his coach is telling him, "Come on, let's fight this guy. Stand in there." He landed a good uppercut. Again, back to the jabs. The jabs was the kind of his go-to for the first freaking, I'd say, 9 rounds of the fight. He landed a good body shot, so I give that round to Triple G. And then round 5, again, I think Triple G being on his back foot.
That was something that Roy Jones Jr. mentioned. The fact that, look, all of these athletes that train at Big Bear, you all hear why they're there, right? Even Tony Ferguson. And I've never heard this from an athlete or former athlete criticizing that strategy for training in Big Bear. You know, to get the high altitude so that you can perform at a really heavy pace, right? This was the first time I've ever heard a fighter criticize the strategy of training in Big Bear. Shout out to Roy Jones Jr., the legend. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.